Hello, kindergarten. You may be wondering what I am up to today for this science exploration. I've found a whole bunch of cool things in my kitchen that I am going to experiment with. And what I'm going to be experimenting with is the thickness of liquids. The science word for that is viscosity. So I have a whole bunch of things here on a tray. Right now the tray is flat. At the top is some maple syrup. Below that is barbecue sauce called BBQ sauce. Below that is mustard. Below that is one of my favorite types of juice I call guava juice. Then below that is some jelly. And then below that is some soy sauce. Then two different kinds of oil, olive oil and corn oil, and honey. And then some meaty red sauce that I cooked. And last but not least, water at the bottom. So what I'm going to do with this experiment is I'm going to tip up the edge of the baking sheet, which I've designed so that no spills will go in my dining room at all. I very carefully put everything onto my scientific experiment with a spoon, so it's very neatly labeled. When you do a version of this experiment, you probably won't want to do so many things at once, and you don't have to do the labels. I thought the labels would be fun. Let's review again. Maple syrup, barbecue sauce, mustard, guava juice, jelly, soy sauce, olive oil and then corn oil, honey, meaty red sauce, and last but not least, water. So I want you to think about this. In a moment, I'm going to lift up this edge of the tray and put it on the edge of this book. Do you think any of these liquids will start to flow or move? So that's called viscosity. So we're going to start the experiment right now. I've put the tray up on just one book and not much has happened yet. So let's put it up on the edge of the next book. So our inclined plane is tilted a little bit more. Ooh, is anything starting to move? Keep observing, keep observing. Which ones do you think are moving? I'm definitely seeing the water move, and it looks to me like the two oils, the olive oil and the corn oil, have started to flow. Oh, wait, water suddenly just took off and is headed down there. I don't think the meat sauce or the honey has moved much yet, but the soy sauce and the maple syrup are definitely doing it. All right, I'm going to move the tray up a little higher, a little bit more of an inclined plane, and let's see what happens. Oh, soy sauce is definitely moving now. Water's all the way down at the bottom. Soy sauce is quickly catching up. And the soy sauce is leaving an interesting shaped trail here. My baking tray is not perfectly clean because I've used this for a lot of baking projects, but I noticed that the guava juice is definitely flowing now, and the maple syrup. I'm going to put the edge of this tray up on the highest book, and let's see what else starts to go. I don't think the meaty red sauce is moving at all. The water is totally flowed. Corn oil and olive oil are definitely flowing. I don't think the jelly is moving at all yet. Jelly, mustard, and barbecue sauce maybe looks like it's moving a little bit. So when you do this experiment, you'll probably just put 2 or 3 things on a baking tray and then predict which is going to move the most when you begin to tilt it. And this is an experiment to determine the thickness of a liquid or the viscosity of a liquid. Have fun and enjoy your experimenting.